this process has worked for me 3 times now. I absolutely love Spain, and I really do think it's the best place to be an au pair. Hey guys, my name is Cargle. I'm a male au pair in Spain, and today I'm going to be telling you how you can become an au pair in Spain as well. I'm doing this video in collaboration with AuPairWorld. They are an incredible platform, and today I'm going to be telling you how you can utilize not just AuPairWorld's platform, but also some different tips on how you can become an au pair in Spain and how to successfully find a host family. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to AuPairWorld so you can keep up with all of their super useful content and probably see me every once in a while. Alright, that being said, let's jump right into this video. Whether you are looking to be an au pair in Spain or just researching your options in general, Spain is one of the best countries to be an au pair for several different reasons. Whether it be the incredible culture, the food, the history, the landscape, the architecture, whatever your thing is, Spain has it. In the north of the country, in places like Asturias, you can enjoy the beautiful Pyrenees mountains. Just a few hundred kilometers to the east, you have Barcelona with some of the best culture in the world. A few hundred kilometers south, you have Valencia and Ibiza with the beautiful Mediterranean coast. Further south than that, you have Seville with the incredible Feria de Abril and the super unique culture. And then, of course, we can't leave out Madrid, Spain's capital, with some of the world's most renowned art and just my favorite city, to be honest. If that hasn't convinced you, while you're an au pair in Spain, you will most likely learn the Spanish language. This is an incredibly useful language as it's spoken by 450 million native speakers throughout the world, and over 20 countries claim Spanish as their official language. So even after your au pair year, you're not gonna have any problems finding someone to practice your Spanish with. Okay, so now that I've convinced you why you should choose Spain as your au pair destination, now I'm gonna tell you how. So before you go looking for host families in Spain, the first step is to figure out if you can be an au pair in Spain, because unfortunately not everyone can. AuPairWorld provides us with an incredible free tool to figure out what countries you can be an au pair in, and this is how you use it. The first step, you are going to go to aupairworld.com. Once you're on their website, you are going to go to the top of the page where a tab says For Au Pairs. Hover over that tab, and the fourth option down is going to say Country Check. Click on that. This is the tool that's going to help you figure out what countries you can be an au pair in. Scroll down just a little bit, put your nationality in, your age, your marital status, whether you have children, and the languages you speak. Then you're going to press Show Me My Au Pairing Countries. Once you scroll down, and if you see Spain on this page, congratulations, that means you can be an au pair in Spain. If you do not qualify to be an au pair in Spain, don't worry. There's so many countries that you can be an au pair, and I'm sure you will find one that's right for you. But for now, let's explore a bit more about Spain. So you are going to want to go down and click on the Spain tab where it says Requirements for Au Pairs in Spain. If you scroll down a bit, towards the bottom of the page, there's 2 picture tabs. One says Pocket Money, Au Pair Duties, Contract, and the other says Entry Requirements and Visa in Spain. Just because you qualify to be an au pair in Spain doesn't mean that you're going to want to be an au pair in Spain. So the information that you find in these 2 tabs is going to help you figure out whether you really want to be an au pair in Spain and whether it's the right country for you. Let's start on the one on the left. Pocket Money, Au Pair Duties, and Contract. On this page, you have pretty much all you need to figure out if Spain is right for you, whether it be the contract where you can download that and read about it, the pocket money, how many hours you're going to work, your free time, language courses, literally anything you need about Spain is going to be on this page. If you like what you see on this page, go back to the Au Pair in Spain, the prior page, and this time we are going to click on the picture on the right. Entry requirements and visa for Spain. This is going to let you know exactly what the visa process is going to be for you, if you need a visa, and what you should expect. This page was an absolute lifesaver for me. Oh my gosh, the visa from the US to Spain is a bit difficult, and this really provided the foundation that I needed to get the visa. If you scroll down a bit on this page, you'll see a ton of different countries, and you just need to select your home country. So for me, I would select the USA. Right here, it talks about some different requirements that you need, and then if you go down a bit, it even shows different states and what consulate you will have to get in touch with. Like I said, this thing is priceless. This page is so useful. I highly suggest you take advantage of it. Okay, so the next step of the process is to develop your search criteria and begin your search. This is obviously the most important step of the process because this is going to be where you find a host family. There are some things that you need to narrow down about Spain in order to figure out your search criteria. One of the big things you should think about is a big city or a small city. Do you want to live in the city center or perhaps a village or in the countryside? Are you planning on traveling a lot during your au pair stay? If so, you should probably go with one of the bigger cities like Madrid, Barcelona, or Valencia. If you're wanting a more tranquil, genuine Spanish experience, you should look for a village outside of the big cities. Do you hate cold weather and rain? Well, you probably shouldn't be an au pair in Galicia, in cities like Santiago de Compostela, A Coruña, Vigo, and the general region of the northwest part of Spain. Do you love the sun and beautiful hot weather? Well, southern Spain is probably the spot for you. Do you want to spend your weekends exploring some of the greatest museums in Europe? Then you should look into Madrid and Barcelona. If you're looking to spend your downtime surfing or relaxing on the beach, you should look into Valencia, Murcia, Ibiza, or the Canary Islands. Once you've kind of narrowed down where you want to go, the next thing you need to consider is the host family. What type of host family do you want to live with? Do you want to do lots of cuddling with the little ones and probably have a bit more work? Well, you should probably go with a host family that has young children. If you're looking for your kids to be more independent, but perhaps have to deal with a bit more sass, you should look into having older kids like I do. The last thing you need to think about before you actually start searching for a host family is the language skills. Unfortunately, a lot of people in Spain don't speak English. Spain is really lagging behind from the rest of the EU countries in the second language, so you need to make sure that you can communicate with your host family very well. If they don't speak English, I suggest you have a minimum of a B1 level in Spanish because you do want to make sure that you can communicate with them very clearly. This is going to help you avoid issues, and generally I think it just makes your stay a lot smoother. Okay, so now that you've gotten all this criteria figured out, let's go back on over to AuPairWorld and I'm going to show you how to apply that to your search criteria. If you haven't already made an AuPairWorld account, this is the time where you should go and make an account so we can plug this into our search criteria. So once you've created a profile, you need to go over to the right where it says your name and go down to My Profile. Under My Profile, you are going to see this little light green bar and you are going to want to click on Search Criteria. Now, you are going to want to fill out this page with the information that we just came up with. Here's how you do it. So select which country you want to be an au pair in. So for us, we're gonna put Spain. Like I said, fill out the information that we already put. In the next option, I prefer working in, I would choose a big city, and we'll just say Madrid for myself. Now, you need to answer these yes or no questions as to what you're willing to do. Do you want to do housework? Are you willing to work for a single family? Do you mind if the family members smoke? Are you willing to work with children with special needs? So forth. And then select the age range. So for me, I'm gonna do 2 years and 12 years. Next, you're gonna wanna put in your start date. So for me, we will say 1/21 and the latest being 5/21. And lastly, your stay. So a minimum, I'm gonna say of 6 months and a maximum of 12 months. Then you'll press Save Changes, and that will develop your search criteria. From this point on, AuPairWorld does the work for you. So all you have to do now is go on the Easy Find section and start sending messages to host families. So this brings me to the very last thing that you need to do before you go and become an au pair in Spain. Just to give you a bit of Spain advice in general, when you are sending messages to host families from Spain, you're probably going to find out that they're very polite people. They're going to want to do a bit of small talk at first, and generally Spanish people aren't as likely to get straight to the point as we Americans or even some Northern Europeans are. So when you are interviewing with families, be sure to be very direct, be very clear about what you want, because that's going to help you find families that are more aligned with your wishes. Spanish people are very friendly, they're very polite, so sometimes it takes them a while to get to the point, so just make sure you don't beat around the bush. So this is how you can become an au pair in Spain. This process has worked for me 3 times now. I absolutely love Spain, and I really do think it's the best place to be an au pair. If you've enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to it, and then go and follow me over on my YouTube channel and Instagram. I'll put that right on the screen. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you over on my channel for the next video. Muchas gracias por ver y hasta luego. Ciao.